some energy, you know. We always say government is beyond, the government is here now. This is the face of government. Salary increments, some of you, your deals might not be signed. If you don't shout louder, thank you so much for joining us.
The management of NLS. I know in this room there are scientists and also have the private sector. I note the community is here represented by the incoming LOC5 chair of Wakiso. I'm also aware there is a media, and most importantly, we have ladies and gentlemen. But now I'm standing here, I must address Ugandans. The Ugandans out there who are listening, you may think, yes, I was late in coming. But I must point out, this is a very important event as a country, as Uganda. There was a lot of consultation since last evening, and at that consultation, the head of state was actually spearheading it. So you actually recognized at that national level what we are doing here. I'll start with my personal feelings. As a person, when I went to P1, he actually told me a basic scientific fact. He has said, matter is neither created nor is it lost. It depends on the knowledge that you have. You may lose a banana now, but that banana is not lost. It will move around until it comes back to a banana. And for those who are Christians, this is a religious fact. Just at the beginning of Lent, on Ash Wednesday, recall what was said in church. Man, you are from dust, and unto dust you will return. It means we started from dust, and we shall have all this flesh, which is a matter. You nurse your mass, but at the end of it, you'll return where you came from. So that actually illustrates the fact that matter is neither created nor is it lost, but it depends on the knowledge of those who are handling that matter. So we have been having waste, and that waste started from something else. And for us, for a long time, we're keeping this waste as waste, and we're putting it into landfills. And landfills which ended up harming the human population. So now we have reached a level where science has actually said, yes, whatever we are considering as waste, we should actually start talking about it as a resource, as raw materials. This is what we are discussing. I would wish to recognize the chief executive. She started from a very touchy point, solid waste, and not just ordinary solid waste. It was medical solid waste. And we have been looking at medical solid waste as something that needs to be contained. Because in the solid waste medical, we're actually thinking they are now antimicrobial resistance in the population. Super organisms that cause disease. And those organisms are now causing a destruction of a human being. Because once we have an organism which cannot respond to known medicines, then we are actually headed for danger and destruction of ourselves. So, like NIGA, this is a good initiative. I will now turn, that's my personal feeling. My personal feeling, nothing will be destroyed. We are here to use, but we shall return to the original material that we were. The questions Ion Cheyune was asking, there is nothing lost at all. The banana that is moving out of the banana eaters and we continue importing is because we allow the material to get into waste. We are going to recycle and get it back. The farmer who asked that question, I actually liked that question of that farmer, and he was actually saying, look, this material which I have in my farm is what at the end of it sustains my farm. What am I going to do? These are questions which the chief executive should take seriously, but we as government, we have actually taken it very seriously. Therefore, to make sure what we think as government is implemented, we are formulating a waste management policy for Uganda. That's to answer the question which was posed to me. Do we have a policy? The policy is being written and is actually being spearheaded by the Minister of Local Government. So it is a policy that includes all of us. What do we want to do about waste management as a country? The ideas which you have here are going to be captured in that policy. The questions which I'm answering arose from what you are saying here, so I needed to answer those questions. But now I've got to turn. I've been assigned here by His Excellency the President to come and talk to you. That's why I said this is not a simple thing, but it is an important thing at government level. So now I'll read the speech as was assigned to me by His Excellency the President. It is a pleasure for me to be here today to launch this innovative waste-to-energy facility. Market, it is not a discussion. I've been assigned to come and launch the facility. So at government level, it's not about talking, it's about getting the facility on board. I wish to thank the proprietors of Waste Power Plant for coming up with this great idea. Today marks a significant milestone in our journey towards a cleaner, greener Uganda. The launch of our Waste to Energy initiative is more than just a project. It is a revolution in how we manage our waste and power our nation. Waste management is a challenge in our city with over 730 metric tons of waste generated annually. This challenge is now turned into an opportunity. Relating to what I was saying, nothing is lost. Is now turned into an opportunity. For too long, our landfills have been overflowing, polluting our environment and threatening our health. But today, we turn the tide and transform waste into a resource which will fuel our homes, our businesses, and our industries. This initiative is a testament to our commitment to innovation, sustainability, and the well-being of our people. We will create jobs, reduce pollution, and generate clean energy, all from what was once considered waste. Therefore, it is a proud moment that showcases our potential and determination to build a sustainable future for our country. Let this be a new chapter in our nation's story, one where we harness the power of innovation to improve the lives of all Ugandans. Waste to energy projects are gaining traction in our country. Kampala Capital City Authority is planning to generate electricity from waste at Kitesi landfill. In a near future, we shall be creating jobs, stimulating innovation, and contributing to Uganda's National Development Plan goals. We are not just managing waste, but we are transforming it into a valuable resource. Industrialization was point number 5 of our 10-point program. Recall in 1986, there were those 10-point program. So it was number 5. In that point, we pointed out that our economy must be integrated. Agriculture linked to industry by providing raw materials to it. So the farmer, you are critical. And industry providing inputs into agriculture, chemicals, machinery, and fertilizers. So even the fertilizers are actually in the program. Industry should be linked with minerals by again utilizing raw materials from there and providing inputs to minerals in the form of machines, reagents, explosives, etc. Industry should be linked with forest products. Industry should be linked with the fisheries resources of our country. Industry should be linked with the intellectual potential of our scientists so that they put out products for the country's benefit of its products, of the brain. Inventions, ICT must come into play. Therefore, Our intention was very clear. The only problem was by 1986, we did not have the base for industrialization. For industries to succeed, we need low cost of transport, low cost of electricity, initially low cost of labor, low cost of finance, etc., etc. In that way, the industry will minimize costs and therefore maximize profits. I hope NIDA is looking at our profits. But I also noticed we are now turning what used to be waste into money. And I had a question say, we pay money for this. We should be prepared to buy the waste. If it is going to be a resource, everybody is going to pay. It is no longer waste, it is going to be money. Industry means competitiveness with cheaper products inequality. That is the essence of industrialization in the modern context of global trade. As we launch this project, we call upon all Ugandans, and more so those who are in this room, to be the ambassadors and to join us in this effort. Let us work together to keep our communities clean, to segregate our waste, and to embrace this new era of energy production. Let us make Uganda proud, show the world that we are capable in doing the best that we can for our country. I wish to thank you for inviting me to officiate in the launch, and I'm going to be looking into what comes out of this event today. I say all this on behalf of the President and on behalf of the people of Uganda and God and my country. So thank you for paying attention to me.
Thank you very much, our Honorable Minister, for those words from our President and, of course, from yourself. Nothing is good as having lunch at this juncture when it's raining. The temperature has come down. Perfect time to have lunch. We also do have drink menus on each and every single table. You can warm yourself up. I'd like to ask our ushers to please come inside, and we're going to start serving. Probably to avoid the rain, we're going to use very close to the stage and enter through right there. So I think you have seen the passage, my ushers. We'll just come through the speakers and enter through here so that we can avoid people getting wet. And we're going to start, of course, with our high table, if I may call it. Our ushers are here to help me. And then the ushers will come to each and every single table to let you know when it's time to come and serve food, because we do not want any of you to get drenched in the rain. For now, let's have some music. My name is Miss Eden. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We still have the afternoon session. We have the cocktail session. We have the networking session where you can all get to mingle and have a good time before we go back to our respective destinations. For now, some music as we get ready to serve you some good food.